Buongiorno, Isabella. It's Mrs. Green from London. How are you? You're back in Florence, aren't you? Hope you're doing well. I tried to call because I found a green suitcase in the flat. I'm sure it's yours. Maybe you left it here. What should I do? Okay, thanks. I've tried to open it, hope you don't mind. I couldn't anyway, must be locked. Well, what should I do? Do you want me to keep it here or should I just get rid of it? Let me know. Okay. Grazie.
Our lifetimes, whether to remain in a reformed European Union or to leave. You will decide, and whatever your decision, I will do my best to deliver it. On Monday, I will commence the process set out under our Referendum Act, and I will go to Parliament and propose that the British people decide our future in Europe through an in-out referendum on Thursday, the 23rd of June. The choice is in your hands, but my recommendation is clear. I believe that Britain will be safer, stronger, and better off in a reformed European Union. Thank you very much.
Sapete tutti come fanno i cani in inglese, no? Woof woof. In italiano è diverso. In italiano fanno bau bau. Ve lo dico perché ero con dei cani quando ci siamo incontrati la prima volta. 5, per la precisione. Camminavo lungo una strada vicino a Hyde Park, con i cani che mi tiravano nella direzione del parco. Lui si avvicinava, camminando velocemente sul marciapiedi, quando all'improvviso Max, uno dei cani, a momenti quasi non gli morde la mano. Ho tirato subito il guinzaglio e si è fermato. I'm sorry! Sorry, he wanted to bite you. I don't know why. He never does this. He's a good dog.
No, he didn't bite me, really. Look, I'm fine.
I'm sorry anyway.
5 dogs, huh?
Yes, dog sitting.
Yeah, I got that.
I have a group of 7 on Saturday afternoons, but that's my limit.
Oh, they are beautiful dogs.
Yes, right. Sorry.
Les chiens m'avaient tous entouré maintenant. Même celui qui avait tenté de me mordre me léchait la main. Quant à elle, je l'ai vu qui me regardait d'une façon étrange. Je sais pourquoi, hein. Elle ne savait pas si j'étais anglais ou non. Eh oui, c'était mon problème à Londres. Hein. Tu es anglais, tu es de Londres. Bon, bien évidemment, cela ne venait pas de ma façon de parler, hein, mais de mes vêtements, ma façon de marcher. Je marche vite parfois, très vite. Comme tout le monde à Londres, comme si j'ai toujours quelque chose d'important à faire et pas le temps normal pour le faire. Et en effet, I'm running late. It was a pleasure.
Isabella.
Jacques.
He left, se ne andò, e Max, dopo aver tentato di morderlo, continuava a fissarlo mentre si allontanava. Guardava lui, poi guardava me, poi lui, poi di nuovo me. Solo le grida di una manifestazione anti-Brexit da qualche parte lì vicino erano riuscite a distrarlo per un momento. Maximilian, you're a bad dog, always getting me into trouble. Don't give me those eyes. What? What are you trying to tell me? You think I should have... Sì, parlavo in inglese con i cani per esercitarmi, no? E fu così che la settimana dopo...
Par hasard, au même endroit, près du parc.
Volevo forse rivederlo, chi lo sa.
Ce fut Max qui me reconnut.
Are you from London?
No, I'm from France.
France? You look, London.
Yeah, but I don't sound London, right?
Well...
I just work in a French bank near the city, just work experience, nothing much. You?
Italy. I'm from Italy. I'm an actress.
An actress?
I'm studying to become an actress.
Interesting.
I'm going to LAMDA. It's a drama school. How long have you been in the UK?
Oh, a bit more than a year. And before Brexit, you know.
Me too, actually.
Oh, old school immigrants.
Yes. Max! Maximilian! Leave the poor dog alone! Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Sorry, no, he never does that. He's a good dog, actually.
Elle est actrice. Tiens, elle fait des cours à la LAMDA. C'est l'académie pour les acteurs, là. Ouais, bah, ils ont une troupe de théâtre, ils font des spectacles. Ah non, elle n'est pas anglaise, non. Elle est italienne. Isabella. Le chien?
Oh, è francese di Parigi. Non ho capito bene però. È in una banca, una work experience. Però non sembra il tipo da banca, E poi Max.
Ah oui, Max, un des chiens m'avait mordu la main. Bon, il m'a pas vraiment mordu, mais si, elle fait du dog sitting. Bah, moi, on s'est rencontrés près de Hyde Park. Moi, j'étais chez un client de la banque, je marchais et...
Sempre lui, Max, la mano.
Et après quoi?
Abbiamo fatto un giro con I cani e poi li abbiamo portati a casa. Ma no, ma che dici?
On s'est rencontrés que 2 fois. Bon.
Well, Winston, he's, yeah, he kind of always does that. He's a piantagrane, a troublemaker. He picks trouble wherever he goes. Winston, come back here!
It's like calling a person.
Yes, right, my mom said that too. Ma come, Winston Churchill, sì. Winston, Archie, Max.
Poppy, Teddy, Nadine.
Yeah, right, what names, huh? Ma I nomi normali, no, like Pongo, Lassie, Rex.
Idefix? Oh, it's the little dog in Asterix Obelix.
Yeah, some of these posh people are nuts.
Oh, they probably all go to my bank.
Right, maybe dogs have their own bank accounts there, or like a dog fund or something. No. You're a banker.
Oh no.
Isn't that the name of a person who works in a bank?
Oh, I guess so, but we're not just a bank, you know.
No.
I'm just practicing to become a finance lawyer, but I'm not sure, you know, I like to explore.
Yeah.
Your dog is...
Oh, Max, mannaggia te! I'm so sorry, sorry.
He never does this.
He's a good dog.
Bon.
Già. E se
se
ci
on se rencontrait
incontrassimo
sans les
senza I
chiens?
cani?
I finish work at 5, but I might have to stay a bit longer. I've got a meeting, emergency meeting.
That's fine. I finish class at 6 and my mates are going for a drink after, so...
Oh, perfect. Then you can go with them and we can meet at 7-ish.
Sounds perfect. Whereabouts?
What about Charing Cross, Trafalgar Square, that area in the center? That's okay.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
I think it's halfway between you and me.
Yes, I think so too. See you then.
Parfait. See you around 7 then.
The British people have voted to leave the European Union, and their will must be respected. Now the decision has been made to leave, we need to find the best way. And I will do everything I can to help. I love this country, and I feel honoured to have served it. And I will do everything I can in future to help this great country succeed. Thank you very much.
He was right. Aveva ragione. Charing Cross, quell'area del centro, erano a metà strada per entrambi, non solo tra il suo lavoro e la mia scuola, ma anche da casa. Io vivevo ad Acton.
Acton. West, right?
Yes. In un appartamento di proprietà di Mrs. Green.
Moi, je vivais à Finsbury Park, de l'autre côté de la ville.
Finsbury Park, fancy. That's north, right?
Je louais une chambre avec ensuite, ce qui veut dire avec salle de bain, dans la maison de style victorien de Madame Brown. Mrs. Brown. Oui, Madame Brown. Oui. Mais c'était pas mal le film hier soir, hein? Oui, juste un peu trop de violence.
Madame Brown wasn't French. She was from London, but she...
Oh, she has studied le français at school and was so happy to use it again. Oui, Madame Brown. Oui, moi aussi j'aime beaucoup les films en noir et en blanc, oui. Oui, et puis le final, ça valait le coup, hein. Dans la peine. Oui, voilà, c'est ça. Il valait la peine de le voir. C'est ça, c'est bien.
A friend of mine in London told me this story once. Apparently there are two types of British ladies that rent rooms or flats in London. Il primo tipo di signora
Le premier
londinese...
type de dame est Madame Brown, Mrs. Brown, my landlady. Ce type de dame qu'on retrouve dans nos English books des années 90. Est une dame d'âge moyen, bon, un peu démodée, qui lit un livre d'Agatha Christie devant sa cheminée dans sa maison de style victorien, un léger sourire aux lèvres, une blouse rose et une tasse de thé à portée de main. Bon, une Queen Elizabeth en somme, hein, mais en miniature. Et comme toutes les femmes de ce type, elle paraît à prime abord prim and proper, you know. Mais sa maison n'est pas si propre que ça, hein, ouais. C'est Madame Brown. Oui, Madame Brown, oui. Non, ne m'attendez pas pour ce soir, non. Non, j'ai beaucoup de choses à faire pour le boss, ouais. Non, il y a du boulot, ouais, oui. On bosse. Non, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a du travail. Oui, c'est ça, ouais. We work a lot. Eh oui. Boss, ouais.
Il secondo tipo di signora
Non, ne
londinese...
m'attendez pas pour ce soir, non. Non. À vous aussi, je vous laisse. À vous aussi, bonne journée.
Il secondo tipo di signora londinese è quella dei nostri English books, della high school. Un po' di cose erano cambiate nel frattempo. È più giovane, dinamica, si veste alla moda, quasi, e alla tazza di tè ha aggiunto un bel bicchiere di vino. È proprietaria di un loft o di uno studio flat e lo affitta. Jacques was a lodger at Mrs. Brown's. I was a tenant with a regular temporary contract at Mrs. Green's. And Mrs. Green definitely belonged to this second type.
Isabella, are you from Italy?
Tandis que Madame Brown a adoré la France et passé ses étés dans la French Riviera.
Il tipo di signora alla Mrs. Green adorava l'Europa del Sud, the friendly heat of Spagna, Grecia, Italia.
Oh, I love Italy. Everything is so molto bello down there, isn't it? I was there 2 years ago with some friends. We rented a car, did a whole tour of the south. Wonderful region, wonderful sunny weather. Ended up in Amalfi. Was it Amalfi? Oh, who cares if it was Amalfi or not? I absolutely loved it anyway.
I'm from Florence.
Oh, Florence! I love Florence! Oh, I've never actually been there, but oh, the hills, the art.
Well, it's...
You know, when I was growing up, my parents had a book called Art in Italy or something like that. I used to dream about that book. At least half of it is about Florence and Tuscany. Oh, the Uffizi and Ponte Vecchio. Well, one could say that I've actually been there. Almost. Hang on! I did go through there once. Yes! I went through it on the train. Yes, on the way down from Milan to Naples or Rome, we stopped over in Florence on the train. I remember making fun of the tourists getting off with their backpacks and pocket travel guidebooks. What a pity we couldn't have stopped there that time. I remember getting goosebumps from the window of the train.
Brexit means Brexit. The campaign was fought, the vote was held, turnout was high, and the public gave their verdict. There must be no attempts to remain inside the EU, no attempts to rejoin it through the back door, and no second referendum.
Désolé, I've got an emergency meeting at 6.
That's what a financial lawyer does, meetings.
Well, which are now more and more because of you know what. Well, there is a meeting to make some kinds of decisions, and then they call for another meeting, which they call an emergency meeting, and then there is an expert who talk about something new about the subject that was discussed earlier, and that's going to change all the cards on the table.
Sounds like the government.
But that's what the head of the office said once. I'm sorry, lads, it looks like the government, but things change by the days. I'm not sure he was talking about the British or the EU government. Anyway, I only go because I have to. And I only listen. I never ask for my opinion. Only once. I think it was about passporting.
About what?
You don't want to know.
I want to know, actually. Come on. One day I might have to play the part of a financial lawyer. This could be my audition. Yeah? Okay, come on, imagine we are in a theatre.
Well, passporting means that, okay, if a firm is authorized to undertake certain activities by the regulator of one of the EU member states, it can apply for a passport to do business throughout the EU without needing any further authorization.
Yeah. If a firm is...
Forget about it.
Come on, I want to say it. It's my audition. Oh, come on, look. I am a financial lawyer. I work in one of those big buildings made of glass. One of those that say power. No, one of those that scream power, like, I am going to crush you with my finger, you little person unaware of the games we play with the economy.
Is that finance?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Come on, okay, look. If a firm is authorized by the regulators...
No. It's if a firm is undertaken by the regulator of one of the EU member states...
It can apply for a passport to do business throughout the EU without needing further authorization.
Hey, all right, now, we have the skills and the knowledge and the culture to handle the financial sector.
We have the skills and the knowledge and the culture to handle the financial sector.
And perhaps other countries in Europe don't have that.
And perhaps other countries in Europe don't have that.
Financial services contribute over 10% of the taxes revenue in the UK.
Financial services contribute to over 10% of the tax revenue in the UK.
4 billion euros worth in businesses with EU clients.
4 billion euros worth in businesses with EU clients.
More than £1 billion.
More than £1 billion
in assets.
Have
been moved from the UK to other destinations in the UK.
Had been moved from the UK to other destinations
in the UK. That's about 1/10 of all the assets that are managed in the UK. And fishing represents less than 0.1% of the economy. And cards have no nationality. Do you want to make a nice famine? Fine. Then fish and robots are going to replace foreign workers.
What?
No. This is a great opportunity for France's leadership of Europe.
Okay, I think I got the hang of it. What was it that they wanted you to say about?
Passporting?
Yes.
Just that. The definition. No one was able to phrase it nicely, so I said it.
Okay.
I think you can find it online. Google it. It comes right after what's the EU.
What is the European Union? Yeah. And the meeting tonight is about...
Some French executive with strong ties with Europe is going to come and explain to us that in the absence of foreign workers, so many vacancies in so many different sectors, well, it's a problem.
I guess it is.
And then we should all move to France because the rules are way much better here. And then France will rise again to its powerful position and will rule the world from the top of the Tour Eiffel.
Do you think we could do that from the top of the Tower of Pisa? The Italians.
But the Italians?
Yeah, we did rule the world once.
No, those were the Romans.
Come on.
From a tower that...
A different angle to the world. I bet that La Torre di Pisa was in one of Mrs. Green's book about art when she was a child. The least of the things I'd want is for Italians to rule the world. What a mess that would be.
Yeah, I guess so. Can we meet at 8? I have the feeling that the Tour Eiffel monologue is going to last a bit.
Okay. See you at the corner?
Yeah, the corner. Oh, mince, j'ai oublié, it's soirée cinéma with Mrs. Brown, remember?
Tonight?
Yeah, every Tuesday now.
I don't understand why you go to the cinema with Mrs. Brown. Like, I mean, that's sort of sweet, but also like, does she fancy you or something?
Please, Mrs. Brown,
Yeah.
she only wants to speak French.
Right, if you don't use it.
Well, you lose it.
Furba questa Madame Brown, huh?
What?
Rien.
Well, anyway, they're doing le festival du cinéma français en ce moment, so she's all excited about that now.
Does she understand everything?
Hey, French is pretty good, alright? It's only when there is a bit of slang then she gets lost.
Oh, and you translate for her. How sweet.
Arrête.
Scommetto che lo fa apposta a non capire. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il a dit, Jacques? Je ne comprends pas.
But no, I gotta go. Anyway, with Mrs. Green, you don't do stuff with Mrs. Green?
Yes, she comes to the flat every other week.
What, you pay cash?
I have a contract, Mr. Finance. It's so regular. Don't call the inspectors on me.
Then what? She wants to check on the house.
No, she comes to chat.
Seriously.
Yes. She sends me a text, and if I'm home, she pops in or pops round. Once I think she popped up because somehow she was already downstairs. I'm a very interesting human being for her. Uno, vengo dall'Italia, che ama. E due, vado alla LAMDA, you know. I'm an actress. Sono una star. You wouldn't be much of interest for her.
Moi? Please, look at me, the Frenchman.
C'est toi, the Frenchman.
I can make her fall in love with me en une seconde.
Fai attention, because in one of our conversations...
The country voted to leave the European Union, and it is the duty of the government and parliament to make sure we do just that. We have immediate work to do to restore political stability and economic certainty, to bring together the party and the country, and to negotiate a sensible and orderly departure from the European Union.
I'm so glad you're from Italy. You know, we had a French girl in the flat last year. I didn't like her much. I didn't have a very high opinion of the French after I'd been to Paris. They can be so rude, you know. They think all English people should speak some French, which is not necessarily true. I mean, 50 years ago, or my grandmother... Well, anyway, when she arrived, I said to myself, be nice to her. New opinion, can't blame the poor girl for the faults of a whole nation. And France is so beautiful anyway, possibly on a bigger scale than what we have here. Oh, I mean the chateau and the food and the wine. Well, in the end, she, the French girl, turned out to be impossible. I mean, my French was very poor, but her English was non-existent. We couldn't communicate. And she made a mess of the flat, which you'll keep very tidy, I'm sure. Oh, he's from France. Well, I hope you don't mind what I said about the French people last time, but I mean, he's a man, you know what I mean? He's a young man. Oh, Brighton! Is it your first time in Brighton?
Well, they were studying English in Brighton, and my father told the story that he had an English girlfriend, but then he met my mom in class, I think. Then they started to hang out, and that's why he stopped at the elementary level of the English language.
I've had some very happy times myself in Brighton.
So is history going to repeat itself?
What do you mean?
La fiancée anglaise in Brighton.
Le français anglaise in Brighton.
Oh, Brighton is such a cool place. It's like England because it is England, but not quite like the Royal Pavilion and the pier. And in Brighton you can just walk down the centre of the street and there are lots of cafes with live music, lots of quirky little places. I have a friend of a friend who has a sort of a club down there. I'll find the address for you. And then you have to take a walk on the beach, sit on the pebbles, just stay there, drink something, watch the sea. It's not quite the Mediterranean, you know. Don't expect too much from the English Channel, love.
France is just on the other side.
Sembra così lontana.
Well, it's not the other side of the world. Not yet.
Will you go back?
We will have to go, no?
A friend of mine at school started crying the other day. She's from Poland. She says she's fucked. Yeah. She said, well, people can be a bit funny towards the Poles around here, and she said, well, at least you're from Italy, which is an important country in Europe. They won't kick you out first.
Well, I don't think so.
Yes, but what a thing to say. I know she means well, but like we're all on the same boat, and kicking, like no one is kicking anybody out.
Pas littéralement, non, mais bon. Après tout, which one would you keep? Polish or Italian?
What?
Well, Polish plumbing or Italian mafia? And remember, you can have gelato and pizza with one of these.
Stai scherzando? Come on.
No, I'm serious.
I'm not being kept in this country because of pizza and gelato.
No, mais Florence, la Toscane, les collines, l'art.
So I can't stay here because Dante wrote the Divina Commedia and he rides a Ferrari.
Oh, you think it's silly?
I think that's absurd. What are you, croissants and baguettes?
No, mais Molière, les impressionnistes, it's not only about food, you know?
No, but non è così. Ever since this thing started, it's like sti inglesi, come sono razzisti, non ci vogliono.
No,
blah,
but that's
blah.
what they want you to think.
Who's they? The Brits?
No, the governments. All the governments here and the 27, 28, 9s, little governments of Europe. The responsibility is equally shared for not making this work.
Well, I agree with that.
So if
but
you agree with me, which one would you keep? Polish or Italians? I think they were asking the same question on the TV. Et en plus, c'était la télévision française.
you're
hein.
just being stupid and racist.
And I'm glad we are all on the same page.
Excuse me?
Well, I'd like for all of us to cooperate too. But this thing is here now, and of course, bien sûr, it's not like we are all on the same boat. Because it's not like I'm stranded on a dinghy boat in the middle of the Manche trying to cross.
No, but you might lose your job here, which is a different kind of immigration problem.
The bank has decided to relocate to some other EU countries. Allemagne, Hollande, Denmark.
Ritorsione economica.
Revanche.
Vendetta.
You couldn't expect the other partners to stay quiet. 10,000 jobs will be relocated to other places in the EU.
C'est ce qu'on estime.
E la percentuale ammonta a...
Not all young people in Europe want to come to England.
Non mais ça c'est une question d'influence culturelle.
Not all young people in England voted to remain.
È una questione di classe sociale e privilegi. Come on, isn't it what we esteem about it?
Je sais pas, moi en France, on a les Marocains, les Algériens ou alors les Roumains.
I rumeni sì, anche in Italia, e nell'agricoltura dal Sudan, dal Ghana, da...
People don't understand that the country is led on underpaid foreign labour.
Where do they come from?
Where do they all come from?
Bah, je viens de te le dire, la Roumanie. Mais après, sinon, c'est tout ce qui est voiture. Bonnet,
Bumper,
Fender,
l'alternateur.
il radiatore.
regulators.
Where do they come from?
Where do they all come from?
Ah, moi, je suis venu en bateau. Sea Waves Ferry, 4444.
Romantico.
Oui, allô, papa? Oui, je suis bien arrivé, oui. Oui, bien sûr. Bah là, je prends le bus, bien évidemment, pour aller sur Londres. Bon, il paraît que l'autoroute est congested, donc on va prendre des détours à travers la campagne. Ouais.
Io sono venuta in aereo. British Airways BA 406.
C'est un peu pratique quand on vient d'Italie. Hein.
Mamma, ciao, sono arrivata. Sì, sono a Heathrow. Tra 10 minuti prendo il treno per Londra. No, mamma, non sta piovendo. Meraviglioso. Dall'aereo ho visto il mare e le campagne infinite del sud dell'Inghilterra.
Ça aussi, c'est très romantique.
Once farmers leave the land and go and find something else to do because their businesses have gone bankrupt, chances are they won't come back to it.
On s'en fout de l'agriculture, on la connaît même plus.
Subsidies to help out the farmers.
Aspetta, il 40%
Non mais quoi 40% 40% des gens ne savent même pas faire la différence entre un plant de tomates et un plant de courgettes.
Where do they come from? Where do they all come from?
What about the common agricultural policy?
Mais non. All that goes to France anyway.
Davvero?
J'en sais rien. Are you planning on staying in London?
I don't know. I love the city. I love the school, but now it's...
I never thought that somebody from a sunny country like yours would stay here forever.
It's like people only come to Italy when it's sunny. No one has ever seen the depressing fogs of Tuscany.
Well, then it's not the other side of the world.
Not yet.
Is to restore trust in our democracy and fulfil the repeated promises of Parliament to the people by coming out of the European Union and doing so on October the 31st. I and all ministers are committed to leaving on this date, whatever the circumstances, and to do otherwise would cause a catastrophic loss of confidence in our political system.
What do your parents think of this whole Brexit thing? What a shit show, huh? Tell them London loves Europe. It's not just a slogan.
Le Brexit, Madame Brown? J'en sais rien. À la banque, ils ne l'aiment pas, ouais. Chacun chez soi, dans son pays, ouais. C'est mieux comme ça. Non, j'ai pas d'opinion, non. Je préfère pas en parler, je préfère pas y penser. C'est mieux comme ça.
C'era di tutto. Messaggi, notifiche, a centinaia. Dall'Italia, da Londra. Consigli, esortazioni ufficiose, ufficiali e opinions.
Non, mais l'Angleterre s'est suicidée. Non, l'Angleterre a bien fait, c'est la mort de l'Europe.
And the embassy and the consulate, ognuno con i suoi articoli diversi.
Now, what to do in case of Brexit no deal? 5-minute read. Can I stay here? Can I work here? Can I live here? No, genuine questions.
Mamma, papà, e ora che farai? E gli amici? Ma tu ce l'hai il permesso? Come si chiama? Il residence permit? E la scuola? Un'accademia di arte drammatica così prestigiosa dovrà pur far qualcosa, no?
Non, mais c'est le rêve, the dream. On n'a pas choisi Londres pour rien. On nous a fait croire que c'était la même chose, les mêmes pays. Mais c'était le rêve européen, the European dream. Je sais pas moi, France, Angleterre, Espagne, Allemagne, c'est pas moi, tous les mêmes.
Ma non ti serve il permesso se state ancora nell'Unione. Voglio dire, ancora non se ne sono andati questi inglesi, che si decidano una buona volta. In, out. Hanno votato out.
Et pourquoi rester à Paris quand je pouvais avoir Londres, hein?
I diritti di cosa? Della pesca in mare. Ah, un documentario alla TV sulla Brexit. No, mamma, non lo so dove li pescano i merluzzi per il fish and chips.
Et l'Angleterre?
Dove li pescano questi merluzzi?
Mais l'Angleterre s'est emparée du rêve et maintenant l'a rejeté. Mais quel besoin avait-elle de se construire un rêve, hein? Everything about Great Britain is great. Great this, great that. C'était dans le English book à l'école. Et c'est là que le feeling a commencé. Mais pourquoi ne pas partir en Angleterre, hein? Avec les copains à l'école, on rêvait tous de partir en Angleterre. Et à l'université, c'était la même chose. Come to Great Britain. Come study here. Come work here. Come live here. Le Royaume-Uni, c'était pour toi aussi.
Sposati con un inglese, Isabella. Sposati con un inglese.
Ah bon? Il y a eu des erreurs économiques? Je pense qu'on est tous au courant. De toute façon, l'économie, c'est le reflet de la société.
Non è inglese, mamma, è francese. E che facciamo?
You'll always have Paris love, no?
Are you coming to the march?
Another one? Why don't we go away?
You'll always have Paris love, no?
Away.
For the weekend, Ciri. Friday to Sunday. Just take a day off from the schools and the dogs and everything. And I'll do the rest.
You'll always have Paris love, no?
I'm going to the march.
Allow access to some, but not to all. There has to be some form of customs control. There already is, as if it were that easy to move freely from one place to another. Courgettes and peppers have to have passports these days, when they're not rotting in the fields, that is. That is the sign of a developed continent. A continent that is so prosperous and has nothing else to think about that it can choose, if it so wishes, to let its food rot in the field where it grows. At least those courgettes and peppers are attached to the soil. People who voted to leave did so out of attachment to the UK. I am attached to the UK. And why should it be of anybody's interest that I am attached to the UK? You can love England and you can love Europe too, however small a part of the world they are. You don't have to go around waving bloody flags all the time. And the political situation, you have to have passports now. Passports for freely swimming fish. And depending on what port they go to, it has to be a different colour. Pink or blue, red, gold or green. I just want to mark my sadness in public, if that is still allowed, and say that I didn't want this. Will I get on with it? Of course I'll get on with it. That's what we all do all the time. What, did you think that I would be protesting forever? I just wish I'd like to make a change. If only people would listen to me.
What do we want? Brexit! What do we want? No! What do we want? Brexit! What do we want?
This is not a fight!
It is our fight too!
No, they voted out, we didn't!
But we must do something to stop it!
But there's nothing we can do to stop it!
I'd like to try. You've lost your job!
Oh, big deal, some crappy experience job in London.
Still, I think...
Why are you doing all this?
Why are you doing all this?
No man is an island, entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If it could be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less.
Buongiorno, Mrs. Green. How you doing? I got your message. I'm back in Florence. I'm thinking of coming back to London next month. Is the flat still available? As for the green suitcase, it's empty. You can throw it away.